Guys, how's it going? Today we're shipping out 37 items. It was about $789.03. Today's video is brought to you by Lipton. This is the diet green tea mixed berry drink. Okay, not truly the sponsor of today's video, but you will see me drink this throughout the video. They're delicious. I got somebody in the chat already. Lisa and friend says they were in my area. What does that mean? I don't know. I just asked her if they went thrifting, and I had to start the live a little earlier than I wanted to because the laptop is at 39% battery and I do not have the charger and all that stuff set up. So I did some video editing this morning and it kind of drains my battery a little bit. And then I was like, well, I might as well run this live because I got to ship some items. So we're going to check on the stream while people come on in. And I think we're good. I mean, we're going to check it out, but we should be pretty good. Let's see. Public. I want to say it's good on YouTube. Control room. Yeah, I think we're doing good. It says it's going. All right. Anyway, so a lot of things to ship. People talk about summer slowdown all the time. I'm not entirely sure that I have really hit the summer slowdown ever. I just don't know what it is people see. Like, are you getting like zero sales or just is it a percentage that's low? I'm not really sure. Lisa says, we were just in your area visiting family. I told them about your business, traveled to Glen Rose, Hicka area after that. Wonder if you've tried sourcing there. I have not heard of those places. Have not. But I don't know. Dallas-Fort Worth area where I source is pretty huge. There's a lot of good thrift stores around. All right, so we're going to talk about the first item. This one is a Nikon N90 camera body. So if you guys know old J Ride Flips, he does all this kind of stuff. And I remember whenever he came on the scene, I had messaged him to see if I should buy this. And he said, yeah, I think I paid like $9 for it. It is pretty heavy, but it sold for $61.60 plus $8.99 shipping. So probably like one of the better sales today. And I guess if you wanted to rock like all these things, I mean, they take longer to sell occasionally, but at the same time, I made some money off of it. The problem is I don't have any way to really pack this. So it's going to be kind of a jerry rig to pack this. But yeah, we got Regina Michelle in here. What's up, Regina? Her and Derek do the Wednesday live shows. I think they alternate channels, but I was able to get in there because I wasn't driving. Usually I'm driving during their sourcing, or it's the end of my sourcing and I'm driving during their show all the time, but they're a pretty good crowd over there. Lisa says, this is busy time of year for me on eBay, our tiny little shop. It's never slowed down. Yes. Lisa and Friends has their own little store. And David says, good afternoon. Well, good afternoon to you guys. It is lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock here Central Time, and I'm gonna try to get this live done, get all my shipping done before the let's see, before the battery dies. It's already at 35%, so we're gonna run through these pretty fast, and I'm gonna try to stop it before my computer dies. I got these extra bags, so I don't have any bubble wrap, I don't have any craft paper, I don't have any of that stuff. So any hard goods sellers, let me know. Have you had to resort to using a bunch of bags to pack something because you couldn't find the packing material? That is the downside. If you're not built for shipping hard goods, I hope this thing survives. I think it's good. It's a pretty like stout piece of equipment, but just bear with me. I'm just gonna wrap this like I don't even know, like I'm trying to waterproof it or something, but really it's just so that it doesn't bounce around. And I thought about putting it in like a cardboard envelope, but I'm gonna ship this probably in a box. Man, I don't even have a small box. All I have are the big boxes. We ran into this issue the other day with these shoes whenever I didn't have anything but the priority shoe box. So I ended up paying a little more on shipping on that item. Yeah, you can still like squeeze through and feel it. At least this person's going to get a lot of bags. They can use his little trash bags. I mean, that's what we do at our house. I don't know how many people do that, but like our little bathroom trashes, we just use, you know, Walmart bags or Goodwill bags. Yeah. Okay. And crazy enough, if you guys have ever thrifted in the Austin area, they do not give you bags. They want you to carry it out, or I don't even think they sell like the sustainable bags or whatever. They just want you to not use plastic, which is interesting and frustrating if you buy, you know, dozens of shirts because it's kind of hard to carry. Well, it's getting a little bit better with this. I think we may just use the rest of these bags because honestly, we got enough at the house. And we're going to just see how this works. But yeah, I've been sourcing. I went this week. It was pretty good. Went to some different stores just to kind of change it up. You know, it's always nice to go to like your favorite stores and your best stores, but sometimes I like to just explore a little bit. Um, and then I always have a chance of running into new viewers, which is nice. So, all right, this is this is pretty good. Lisa says, Sean, do you ship camera in a box? Oh, do ship the camera in a box. Needs to be well padded so it doesn't bounce around or get crushed. Oh no. I don't really want to, but I probably should. And somebody said I could use the priority shoebox and put a poly mailer around it and ship it pirate ship. That's what they suggested on that one. Okay. I'm going to probably do the box. Just because you said that, Lisa, I'm going to do the box. But all I got is these shoe boxes right here. So, man, I did not expect to spend so much time on the one. I should have pre-boxed it. And we're at 28%. Dude, this is only going to go, this is going to go like 20 minutes. That's okay. I just put hangout because I thought I was going to be able to like chill with you guys for like an hour or two. But doesn't look to be the case. You know what? I'm just going to pack the camera later. We'll just move on to some of the clothing sales. But yeah, that stinks. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I'll tell you what, though. I know you guys like, ragged on me for the Temu ad, but they reached out again to do some more deals together. And there's this product that it's basically the Thunderbolt. It's like a tower and it powers into the wall, but it powers like all your devices, the MacBook Pro and all that stuff. So I'm actually going to probably partner with them on this one because I want that product. Basically, they're going to give me the product and then pay me to do the ad. So if you guys really feel cringe about it, just, I don't know, like don't take it out on me. I just want the product. I really do. So but anyway, that's going to come up. So we had a combined order. This was 4 items. So this person got a Brooks Brothers long sleeve shirt, Adidas golf pants, North Face short sleeve button shirt, and then some Columbia cargo shorts. So they paid a total of $43.49. And some of those items were pretty old items, like they've been sitting around for a while. So I'm always willing to do deals like that on combined orders. Pretty much, if it's reasonable and I'm not losing money, like I'm going to take the deal, as long as it's not too egregious with the lowball offers that always seem to happen. And I've been wondering about this. Like, do you think if you accept a lot of lowball offers, eBay starts sending you those buyers that like always send lowball offers? Because if you watch a lot of like, 30-minute YouTube videos, YouTube will try to put 30-minute videos on like your feed and stuff because they know that's about the time you watch the video. So very curious. But yeah, Lisa, we're gonna go with the box, but we're not gonna ship it right away. We're gonna give it a little bit of time. I don't want to like soak up all the time doing that. And then let's see. We had some decent sales, a lot of $25 sales, a couple $20 sales. The camera was definitely a good one. We did have a combined order. Now, I cannot stand when eBay does this they don't combine it on the regular thing. And that's because people do individual orders on items. So you got to open up another tab and then pull up the bulk shipping. I don't bulk ship myself just because I don't like all of them printing out at once and then having to find like which item. It just doesn't really work for me. But this guy's actually a repeat buyer. He buys all the time from me. I think he has a store or goes to Mexico with them. I'm not really sure. I have a couple people like that, and they'll like, I guess, monitor the store. So yeah, everything he bought was $15.79, $8.20, $14, $7.56, and $16. But the combined shipping ends up like stacking up the price, so that really helps. The problem is all of these are kind of random how they're like pulled, so I gotta like grab them. I mean, they're in order, but his are all like out of order. So 182.46, and yeah, 182.46. So we got some good stuff coming up. I mean, Randy's coming to work tomorrow, so she's got tons of shipping to do, or not shipping, but photos to do. That's what she does here. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of content for not just YouTube, but like other businesses and stuff. I really enjoy doing that. It's kind of it's more fun to interact with. Like, I mean, YouTube's great. Like talking to you guys, hanging out, that's cool. We got the chat here to the right. We got people hopefully liking the video, and but I stopped accepting lowball offers because you get a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, I know some people who don't have offers at all and they do fine, but for me, the stuff is so low dollar that I'd rather sell a bunch. But I do hate getting kind of the trolley guys, and some of them I'll block. Like if they send 2 low offers and it's like they're not even trying, I'll just block them because I don't want that kind of a shopper. And you can block up to 5,000 people on eBay, so you can kind of use it however you want, really. Okay, so we got these items here, and we're going to pack them in the big poly mailer. This is the Jiaropack poly mailers. As you guys know, they are a longtime sponsor of the video. So we love them. I know somebody said they had an issue with an order and they wanted the contact information for Jiaropack. I said to reach out on Instagram or email because I'm not going to just put that out on like a YouTube comment because too many people could end up seeing it and then maybe not have good intentions on what they want to do with that contact. But yeah, they're pretty good, man. I've been working with them for the better part of this year, this year, and I have no complaints. I did have to reorder some though because I was running low, and they do take a little longer than like Amazon for sure. They said they have a warehouse in the United States though, but I was nervous. I thought I'd run out, especially after this weekend of shipping. So I ordered I think it was like 200 on Amazon just to have enough. And then I ordered, I think 4,000 from Jiaropack. That's typically about how much I order. And I do that like about 2 or 3 times a year. So lots of money though, but I mean, it's not like a lot. It's just one of those expenses that you got to deal with. Virginia says, I see your Amazon lives. I'm actually running one with a friend of mine. So she's been doing some female products for me. So we're going to run a live probably this weekend if you want to check that out. If someone buys a lot of items, do you refund shipping? Let's say they pay $20 shipping total, but it costs $8. Are you refunding the 12? Absolutely not. That's the whole deal with my combined shipping strategy. I copied Daily Refinements when he was, cooking on eBay, and he pretty much said, $8.99 for one item. And then anytime someone orders another item, it's going to be multiplied like $2.99 per item, not multiplied, but added on $2.99 per item. So with that strategy in mind, people pay a lot of money for it, but I'm accepting offers too. Now, sometimes eBay doesn't pick up on that little shipping, multiplier or shipping rule because people don't order in one bundle. So then if they order and they have, let's say 3 items and they paid $9 for shipping for all 3, then I refund $6 on 2 of those items. So I give them back some of the money because I do want them to get that discount, even though, yeah, I'm shipping the thing for a lot less. So that's a great question though. Pretty bummed out about this whole laptop thing. It's at 16% and we're only 13 minutes in. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to put like a comment that my laptop died. What a bummer. Okay, but we'll keep going. We can't let it ruin our day. But that just means I'll have to run a live. Not tomorrow. I'll probably have to run one this weekend because I do feel like chatting more about how things have been going and how sales are. I mean, I'm at about 62,000 for the 90-day, and that's pretty good. But costs have gone up too from last year. So I really feel like I'm profiting like the same amount of money, even though sales are up, like $5,000. Yeah, it's tough, man. Whenever all the expenses go up in the world, it just it hits the business too. So you got to kind of adjust, maybe sell more things, or I don't know. But people say, I hear this a lot. They say, well, buy better items. I'm like, dude, I try to find better items all the time, and I don't find that many good items. So maybe other categories are there too. Inglewood Deals, you're live. Yes, I am live. I hope nobody else is. I hope I didn't stomp on anybody's live, but I didn't check. So that's kind of how that goes. When we get in the bins video, we're getting the bins video when I have a face tattoo. So When that day comes, you'll see a bins video, but until that day, you're not going to see a bins video. Now, I despise the bins, man. This does look like a bin shirt. This is actually a new shirt that's made to look vintagey, and I got it sent to me, so I decided to wear it. It's an oversized, like, baggy shirt, and I got this chain sent too, so I get a lot of free products to make videos, and they're pretty cool. I like them. I mean, sometimes I wear them. Sometimes I sell them on eBay. Just sell them on eBay and make some money. But yeah, we got tell us about Amazon Live. What is that? I don't know. I mean, pretty much you can tag products and run a show pretty much. And then if people buy your products from the show, then you just get a commission. So it'll be like $20 shirt, you get like 40 cents or something like that. You'll see a lot of like celebrities do it and stuff. Like Justin Long does them, and you know, Tyrick and Christina, which they divorced, but the ones from the home show, she does it. It's not great. I've done a couple, but it's honestly too much. Like, I probably make more money on this live than I would on that one. But you can, I don't know. It's just kind of like a business I've been thinking about a lot. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We are in a weird time right now. Expenses are up and people want deals. I know. And you know what I'm waiting for? I'm trying to like save some money, and then hopefully the housing markets like crash. Not like hopefully, but hopefully. And then I can buy a house, you know, because I'll have some cash saved up. That's kind of what I want. But I just spent 12 grand on a truck, which I need to make a video showing off my truck. It is a 2012 Chevy Silverado, 54,000 miles. I paid 12 grand for it. And it's the Z71, which is important. Which I didn't really need the power, but it's very nice to have. Keep an eye on this laptop, man. I can't believe. Okay, 12%. So it seems like it's slowing down. Is that Shakaware? I don't know what that is, but no. $750 in sales. Let me get $1. All right, I'm just key. You get $1, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot in sales, but honestly, it's I don't know. If I had to guess, it's usually 35%. So whatever 35% of that, that's like the actual profit I made today, or like, you know, last night and today. That's pretty much what it is. So still good money. I mean, no doubt, you know, trying to make like $200 a day or more. That's not bad for me. I know a lot of people make a lot more money, but you can only do what you can do, right? And then it gets to the point to like, how much money do you need to make? And then what do you do when you have all the money? You know, you buy trucks, big toys, or do you put your kids through college or whatever? Seth has a account that it's not like a, you know, it's not like a investment account. It's just like a savings account, but I'd like him to have a pretty good chunk of money in case he wants to do some business or something, you know, just so he has a little better start, you know? So I like put some money into that. Shakaware. Yeah, I don't know. Not Shakaware. What up? Not much, man. Not much. I'll tell you guys now, 36 people, 18 minutes into the live. We have 11% battery because I did not bring my charger. I apologize. I did not expect to run the live. And I don't know if I steal the charger from this computer, then I don't know if I can ship. Let me think. Maybe I can make this work. I think I can. Hold on. I guess what I can do is take the Thunderbolt from my laptop here and then move the computer without unplugging anything. We're going to try that. Okay, bear with me, folks. So we got the ThinkPad that's right here, and that's what I've been using for a long time. And then we got this one here. It says plug in or the laptop's going to go to sleep. Okay, so we got to kind of carry the laptop over. Got it. And then now we can plug in the Thunderbolt that will charge the laptop. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I am dumb and forgot to bring the charger. Ah, we did it. Yes, thank you. Oh no, it says, do you want to allow it to connect to the Thunderbolt? Yes, I do, of course. Hey, we're all right. We're holding. Oh, it went to 7% battery. So it went from 11 to 7, but now we're plugged in. It says power source adapter battery is not charging. Wait a sec. That ain't cool, man. Why wouldn't it charge? It's supposed to charge. On battery will reduce energy to battery life and output more. Oh no. Okay, man, dude. I did not want the show to go like this. Why is it not charging though? Oh, it's not in the right one. Hold on. No, that should be the right one. Let me try. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to move this over and try it. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, no, it's good. Now I just lost my mouse though. So I got this little dongle for the mouse. And man, iPhone really switched it up on us, man. They like got rid of the lightning. So that kind of stinks. All right, we're good. We should be able to go the rest of the time. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how to use my use my computer over here. But it's okay. We got this mouse. See the mouse? Oh man, so the all the shipping stuff is connected through the Thunderbolt. This is why I'm getting that other Thunderbolt, so I don't got to deal with this. It's all connected to here though, so like the printer is connected, which that's the only one I really need. So let's move the printer USB to the computer direct. Man, this is terrible content, dude. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good example. Someone said, problem solving is part of your business, but that's actually pretty true. Like whenever you run into problems, you don't really have anybody you can ask for help. You pretty much just have to figure it out. Okay, is there anything else? This is a wreck. I need to take a photo of like this setup. You guys can still hear correct, right? I got the mic here and the mic's still plugged in. Yikes. All right, I think we're good. Okay. Let's see. Just a teaser with a short stream. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it to be a teaser. We're gonna try to make it happen, but it is charging. We're at 10%, so I think it went back up, and it's got the little lightning bolt settings charging. All right, cool. Dang, but yeah. So one of the biggest things I've run into running my own business was, it's like little stuff that turns into big problems. So like printing the custom SKUs. So you guys can see I have custom SKUs and we're at 25,000. I think you can buy these up to a certain amount, like pre-printed, and then you can buy maybe from Avery or somebody like that. But for some reason in my brain, I was like, well, let me just make them myself. And then it took 3 hours to figure out how to make it using Excel, Word, and the Rolo and stuff like that. And, figuring out the size and stuff. And then when I got it done, I was kind of like, good, I'm done. And then I wrote some instructions and they weren't very clear. So then when I went to do it again, it took like, I have 2 mice connected now. Now I have 2 mice connected to this computer because of the Thunderbolt. So I was wondering if there's one more thing I need to move, and it's the mouse. So let's see. Unplug the mouse. So we got the mouse USB, and this is going to go into the laptop. Laptop's got 1 USB, 2 USBs for the laptop. Okay. I guess you don't really need you don't really need a mouse for the laptop, but I like it. I'm kind of old school with that. All right, Ralph Lauren Polo. Ugh. Beige Ralph Lauren Polo sold for like $12, including shipping. So this is an item that I don't buy no more. But these old items, if you don't sell them, you pretty much lose all the money because you bought it and never sold it. And I probably paid like a couple bucks for that. But yeah, that needs to be gone. Shipping, what is shipping on this thing? It's $5.32. See, that's under 12 ounces. Very expensive. All right, I think we're back in business. You need to buy an extra charger for the office. A laptop. Yeah, I was going to buy the laptop charger, but if I get the Thunderbolt, it'll act as the charger. So that's what should be coming when I run I'm going to run another Temu deal because they're giving me free stuff and money for 2 minutes. And, that's pretty good, man. I mean, I think it ends up being like $350 value for 2 minutes of work. And then I think I got to make a couple shorts for them, which I like that product though. Like some of the other products I got, they were kind of cheap and weren't like the best, but a Thunderbolt, you can't really beat some of the stuff. I mean, it's like, that's going to work, right? It's not like it's not going to work, but anyway, so that's coming. That's coming. We can make this a little bit more seamless. This was all the emojis for me messing up the stream. Yeah, don't worry. We're back on problem solving part of the job. Absolutely. Do you guys have any problems that you've run into running your own businesses, or even like home life stuff that you just couldn't figure out and then finally figured it out? It's like, yeah. Flip the cord over and try again. Yeah, I had to go to the other side. So I guess all the charging's on that side, and this one on the right is just the this is just the things. Yeah, you can use Avery to print. Yeah, and you know, I was kind of like, I can do it myself. I don't need Avery. And it took me forever. But now I do know how to do it. And I learned some stuff about how to do it. But yeah, usually somebody's already figured it out. This is called Lurking Class. Lurking Class has like skulls and stuff on it. It's like crazy looking figureheads. I thought this would be a pretty good one, but it's a size small. It's like a tank top. It looks like a schoolboy or like a golf type thing. And it only sold for let's see, 922 plus 899. So, you know, not a lot of money, but that's kind of how it goes. If I find a new brand that I'm not sure of, you know, I usually give it a shot once, and then I kind of monitor like how it does. And then I remember like, okay, that was a good one, or like, no, that wasn't a good one. Let's see. Are you top rated plus seller? If so, do you do free returns? Do the returns go up? I'm scared returns will kill me, even though I have very few now. That's a very good question. What is that? Blue-eyed picker. So I think on free returns, I don't know if you have to give them the free return. Like, you have to accept the return, but you don't have to give them the shipping back unless it was your fault. That's my understanding of it. But yeah, I'm top rated plus on my store because I ship every day, and I do get a lot of returns. Now, I sold, I think it was 9,500 items last year, and I got 150 returns. So, you know, some of those were my fault. A lot of them were fit issues. Almost all of them are like, item doesn't fit. But yeah, I mean, maybe returns will go up, but maybe sales will go up a lot, you know? And if sales go up a lot, then the returns don't really matter as much. Because it's kind of just part of like commerce, you know? Like very, very, I don't know many businesses that have a zero return policy. Like Rolex, maybe. I don't know. I can't afford one. But yeah, most people have to just deal with returns. And I think if you get more returns, but you make more sales, you're in the clear, right? Like you're positive. So I would say go for it. I think it would help overall. I think it would help as a buyer looking at that. It probably is more enticing to purchase from because they feel like they have that protection. And I know I don't like buying stuff if it says zero returns. Like I don't care. I'm not really for it. Doesn't feel, it feels scammy, like something could happen. And they just be like, sorry about you. How do you like the new office space? Does your employee like it better? Oh man, the new office space is awesome. I mean, it's we did all this from my spare bedroom and then had all the stuff in the garage, and that was tight. Two bodies in there working. I'd have the fan going and like the window open just because it felt like stuffy, you know, and it was tough, you know. And then the one we had downstairs in this building where I tried to like create a buy sell trade type store whenever they had like sidewalk events and stuff, it really didn't work. And that spot, the AC climate control was terrible because they have these giant windows, and it was the worst. Like, so this is a much better. It's on the 7th floor. And it's great. So my one office behind me, right behind there, is all storage racks. And then I recently brought in a fridge. So Randy has unlimited cheese sticks, and I bought like these Lipton teas, and then we have Diet Dr. Pepper sometimes. And then she can put her drinks in there. So that was awesome. And then my office in front of us, that one has a door to the hallway, and then this back one has a door to the hallway. This one I use for like my desk, and that's how I have all my setup there. And then I do like some video recording on the like other half of it. So yeah, it's awesome. It's $600 a month, which is crazy cheap. But when you live in an area that isn't a highly populated like area, that's the benefit you get. Usually space is a lot cheaper, but then again, there's only 3 thrift stores in my town that are worth anything, and I have to drive every single week to find these items. This is just an Adidas short sleeve polo. It's got the highlighter green and it's black, and this sold for 20 bucks. So I picked this type of stuff up for $4. 4 into 20 ships, not great, but sometimes people buy multiples, and I don't think it's ever going to go down in price. Like, that's a really cool looking polo. So I'm okay spending 4 on that. A lot of times I get them for $3.50, and sometimes I pay $4.50. If it's a bigger size, though, it could have gone for like $25. And 4 into 25 is, you know, it's decent enough. Gets the job done. But yeah, we got 45 people. We're half an hour into the live. I hope everyone's having a good day. It's Thursday. We had crazy rain this morning. So Ragnar, my dog, is stuck inside. He's not very happy about that, I can tell you that. But I just hate, he gets so muddy and stuff, and I hate doing the whole cleaning stuff with him. So he's going to have to suffer. But it's clearing up. It seems to be like a pretty good day. A friend of mine selling cars, so I was going to make a reel for him, like on how to, you know, like kind of like my reels, if you've seen them when I go to the thrift store and I find like an item and talk about it. I want to make a reel for him to see if it increases his engagement with like the community and stuff, because I think that's like the meta. I think like light music, captions, voiceovers, sound effects, I think that's the way, and like 18 seconds long. So I want to make one for him this afternoon. I'll probably ship these items, grab food, and then go to the dealership and do the filming, and then I can probably just edit it there, because they really don't take me that much time to edit. But that's what I got planned for me, at least. I don't know what your guys' plans are. What's some of the like order of operations for your business? Because I imagine most people watching are resellers. Shipping, I usually try to get done by lunchtime. And hang on a second. This is a pair of Brax Feel Good Cooper Fancy Chino pants. So Brax is BRAX. This one sold for $15.67 plus $8.99. So right at that $25 mark, which I like to be at. And it is under a pound. So took a little while to sell, but I do buy this pant. I mean, I've sold them for like, I think 30 bucks before. How can you see how many returns you had? I believe you go to like your performance tab, sales, and you want like that yearly, the yearly breakdown, and then it should tell you returns. If it doesn't, then it's somewhere there. I know you can find it. But yeah, because I did my income video, if you guys remember watching that, and I think I added that in there, possibly. I don't know, maybe. I know I found it before. I could bring it up now, I guess. I don't even want to see it, though. Like, honestly, looking at performance tabs, I think people get stuck in the weeds with the performance tabs because it's so much data, and it's like, it's cool. You know, it's well displayed, I guess. Let me see. Custom. Dang. Key, I'm doing this for you, man, but this is going to take me a second. So you do the custom date, generate report, and you would do January 1, 2023 to January 1, 2024, and then generate report. And hopefully it brings up returns. So I had 9,100 items sold. Returns, man, it may not be in there. You probably already looked at this and realized that it isn't in there, and then I'm looking here. Maybe it's in another spot. Maybe it's under the returns. Man, if somebody knows, let me know down below like how to see the returns. Let's see. Sales, returns. Man, I don't know. I honestly don't look at it. I feel like it kind of slows me down. But I'm going to go to returns. Let's go to returns and see what that does. So we're going to go the last 12 months. And I'm going to go to closed returns. That's how you do. Yeah, so go to returns. Oh, man. So go to returns and click last 12 months. And then in the status, go closed returns. I have 267 returns. So there's only 365 days a year. So almost, not quite every day, but a lot of days your boy's getting some returns. Dang, Key. Thanks for bringing that up. I've been saying 150 this whole time. It's actually 260. So seller hub, orders, then returns. Yeah, and you got to filter to your time. Ooh, we had a little lag out. Let me see. Okay, we're at 13% though. Hey, we're climbing. Battery's climbing. It looks like the internet's connection is fairly good. I want to get fiber in here. I need to talk to the manager and talk to Spectrum Business about all that. But I don't want to have to pay more. I don't know. Maybe it's not so much more. I've been full-time for 14 years now. How do you and your wife deal with having a lady work for you? Like, if it's just me, one lady alone all day, I don't know how that would work out. It's actually a great question, man. I mean, a lot of people don't even think about that or consider it. So the way it worked for us was my wife was definitely not, she was not too thrilled about that because we were working out of my house. It wasn't even an office. It was my house. So the way we did it was we did the interviews together and we'd go to a coffee shop. And then eventually we had the interviews in our kitchen. And I remember this one girl came in and she had been like a bartender. And I mean, she was like young and like, I mean, my wife was like, no, she was like, no on her. And I was like, but she actually picked the job up pretty well. And I think I might have offered her the job and then she like just didn't show up. So, yeah, but you kind of just got to have some trust there. It's, it's kind of one of those things. And then obviously like, yeah, you want to have them meet you, but now that we're here at the office, I don't really spend that much time with Randy. I mean, typically, like tomorrow, for example, I'm going with my wife and son. We're taking like a family day and we got some stuff to take care of in Dallas. So Randy's going to come here and I'll see her in the morning and kind of line her out for the day. And then after that, she works here and then she has a key to lock up. So like I won't even see her. And then on other days, like she worked Monday, I came in, she helps me pull items. I ship items and then I leave. And then when I come back, she's usually gone. So she works 2 5-hour shifts. She's not working 40 hours a week for me. Like I cannot afford that right now. And I don't know if I ever will be able to. I mean, that's a lot of money and a lot of responsibility and you got to have a lot of work ready to go. And it's almost like if you have someone who works 40 hours a week, it's kind of like you work 40 hours a week because you have to make sure everything is taken care of. Like I guess it's like if you have a storefront and it has to be open Monday through Friday, like 8 to 5, you can't just like not show up one day. So like if you have an employee working 40 hours and you don't show up with inventory, you don't show up with like a plan of like what you're supposed to do, then you're just paying them to not do much. And then you can't like cut hours. I mean, I don't know if you've worked some construction jobs, but I worked some jobs where they'd be like, hey, we don't got work for you. Sorry, we don't have any work for you. And I'm just like, what? They're like, we only need like our 2 strongest guys. Like the rest of you guys take a day to do whatever. And I'm just like, dude, I need money. Like I don't need days to do whatever. So I'm not cutting hours from people, but dedicating like, 10 hours a week. Like that's not too bad for me. But 40 hours would be a whole different, it'd be a whole different animal, man. I mean, it's a lot. And then say you like are spending so much to get that work like ready to go, say like, you're thrifting more, you're doing all the stuff more to increase the business. And then what if something happens to her? And then you've got all this stuff backed up, all this extra 40 hours of work that you've paid for as far as like things to make the business go. And then you have to pick up the slack because you lost your employee or like, she had to go out of town or just took a vacation. And then you're like, dude, now it's all on me and I got to do all this stuff. So it's tough. I like having the 10 hours works really well for me. 20, I guess, would be a little better, but I don't even know if I have 20 hours worth of stuff to do. I guess if I did that, she would do all the shipping, which that rack's not how my other racks are. The shelf's a little higher. She can't reach the top shelf with the inventory. And I don't really want her climbing up on a step stool or nothing because she could get hurt. And that could be a whole thing. If someone gets hurt on the job, that's not good for employers. But she would be doing probably shipping. We'd probably make that where she ships, lists, photos and lists. And then the problem with listing is like does she know how to price every single item? And the answer to that is, no. Like, it's pricing items takes a little bit of work. Dang it. I pulled the adhesive label off with the other bag like connected to it. And I kind of had to trash that bag because it got stuck in the wrong thing. So yeah, but that's a good question. Employees, I mean, yeah. Because I typically would want like a female working rather than a male, just because I really wouldn't want somebody trying to like take the business over, like make their own business, or I don't know. I just think the dynamic's a little better. Because if you guys look at it, dentist, all of their assistants are typically females, and it's like, why is that the case? Like, I don't know. If you guys know, let me know in the chat. Like, if there's a rhyme or reason why like certain professions, all the assistants or like the workers are all women, and then the main person's a guy. I just think it works out well. Is it Rainy? Rainy says, I recently had a ton of clothes and shoes given to me at the start of reselling again, starting from scratch. Not everything is great, but all is 100% profit. Any advice? Should I also thrift? One, congratulations getting back into reselling. That's always good to have more people on the reselling boat. But as far as should you list those items, you can take this time to look up comps on each one of them. I think if it has over a 25% sell-through rate, I would still list it. But I'm okay waiting like a year to get paid. As far as like going to thrift, I would try to sell some of those first, unless they're all just really bad and they don't have much traction. But if there's any like decent items, like here's a good one. Whenever I was doing my buy sell trade, like marketing to the town, trying to get people to bring me clothes, I would also reach out to consignment stores, and most of the consignment stores in my town only do women's. Only one of them does men's. And the ones at the women's, sometimes the customers would come in and bring their men's clothes too. And then those consignment stores would be like, hey, we don't take men's, but this guy does. So then they'd call me. And when I'd go there, it'd be a bunch of like Van Heusen, Stafford, all the Kohl's brands, pretty much, Target. And I would get it for free. And the thing with that was I would look them up. And there are very few like that sell for a little bit of money. I'm talking about like $15 shipped. So if you have zero cost of goods, $15 shipped, you're paying shipping and final value fees, you might make like $7, $8. But I don't know. I mean, it's free, I guess. So it kind of depends on what you want to do. I know people that won't mess with that kind of stuff at all. They only want high dollar stuff, and they'll pay high dollars to get high dollar sales. They don't even want to mess with things that are too low because it's just not worth their time. And that's fine. Different people have different methods on how they want to do it. And I think for me, if you're getting back into it, like low cost, no cost is a good way to go, because you want to build up enough buying power that when you are at the thrift store and there's a crazy rack that comes out or some crazy deal and you don't have $1,000 to drop at the thrift store, that's a missed opportunity. And some of those only come like once a year. So I think it's good to kind of like understand the game again, and then, realize, okay, maybe these aren't good. Maybe I should lot them and put them on Facebook if you want to go that route. I'm not really for that, but it's good to let people know like you did, so you can get some free stuff. I think that's a really good advantage. Like if you're friendly and like can talk to people and stuff, like I talk to people all the time, and, opportunities come out of nowhere because you don't know what those people have or like what they're about, or who they're tied to. They could be like, oh, my relative owns this store and we have all this like, dead stock or whatever. I like lost my voice. Thank goodness for Lipton green mixed berry diet. The diet one with the mixed berry tastes as sweet as the full sugar one, which I'm sure there's like probably aspartame or stevia. Aspartame, yeah. But there's a little bit of caffeine in there. It doesn't hit as hard as an energy drink, which I'm trying to like chill on the Monsters. They went back up in price. So $2.79 for a Monster. This one is probably like 50 cents. Sky's getting dark here. It's about to hit us in East Texas. Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty good. We're in the clear. It must have like passed us to you. Yeah, I get that. That's how I got my girl, been with for 6 years. She was working for me. I was married at the time. I left my wife and got this girl, so wanted to see how others handle it. Dang. Whoo, that's some drama, dude. Hey, I mean, marriage is tough, dude. I get it, but it's like, uh, what is the thing? Don't get high on your own supply kind of stuff. Like, I mean, it's cool. I mean, if she's like your new love, that's fine. Makes sense. I wouldn't want to my wife works full time. She's a health inspector for the city and she loves her job. She has, her master's and she's very educated and skilled. And if I was like, hey, do you want to work for me, photo and clothes? She'd just be like, no. I'd be like, you only have to work a couple hours a day. She'd just be like, no, I'm not. I don't want to do that, So people, I think a lot of people assume that would be the way. And then it's like, oh, you get to spend more time with each other. I think it's good to have a little bit of time separated, I think it's fine. What do they say? Is it distance makes the heart grow fonder, or is it time makes the heart grow fonder? So yeah, like when you go to a vacation or maybe a business trip and you come back after 3 to 5 days and you see each other and then it's like, oh, what's up? It's like a really good feeling. But no, I wouldn't want to have my wife work for me 24/7. Now, what I would like, and this is something we talk about a lot, is I would like my wife to find some type of business passion and do like her own part-time business or full-time business. But then I would have enough money coming in to where like we don't really need that income. It would just be kind of like vacation type money stuff. But that's something I think would be cool. I think some people are geared business minded. I think it's in the genes a little bit. I think some people just have that desire and then some don't. I think some people are cool and like, they don't want all the responsibilities and the headaches. They just want to do their job and do it well and call it a day. So can't really force them into it. It's pronounced Rain. Very nice. Spelt different. Because my middle name is Ryan, so I thought it was Ryan at first because it has all the letters there, but they're all in different orders, making it Rain. I kind of wanted to use the profits from this stuff to get the high-end stuff. Just didn't know if listing both would hurt me. Thanks for answering. It definitely won't hurt you. Yeah, listing items and selling them isn't going to hurt you unless you're paying too much and you're selling at a loss. Then, yeah, that's going to be a little counterproductive. But yeah, and I'm just shipping a bunch of these polos. I had a lot of polos sell. When spring and summer comes, all these Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Travis Matthew, Peter Millar, all these types of polos, the athletic style, they all start selling. And some of them been sitting since last year. This one sold for like $17 shipped. And, it's not great, but that's just kind of how it goes. Like, I don't have the luxury to source every day. I mean, maybe I could try online sourcing, but I don't know if that works very well for clothing. So when I go to the trip, once a week, you've seen the videos on them, I have to pick up anything that sells and makes profit. That's just how it has to be. And some people are like, I wouldn't waste my time with this, blah, 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 blah. Like, things are a lot different the way I do it. And it sucks. Like, I'm constantly trying to make money other ways so that I don't have to rely so heavily on $7 profit items or $10. I mean, $10 profits. But maybe it's hard goods. If you guys were here, the 45 of you here, if you were here at the beginning, I have a bunch of trash bags wrapped around this camera body, and it's a Nikon camera body. And I think I paid like either 9, 12, or 15. I can't remember. I think it came with something else, and I think it came with the lens, and I sold the lens, and that's what the price was on. It sold for $60. That's pretty good. That's a lot better than what I've been selling so far today, but it's going to take me a while to ship that. And I don't know. I mean, it took a while to sell, but I think that's kind of normal for some hard goods. But I don't know how I could store 100 of those things, just put them on random shelves in my garage and just hope I find them when they sell, or like put them in the box storage system. And then maybe that works out. But then when you got to condense it down, you got a bunch of like cameras and stuff. Like, it's just a different game that I'm not really built for, but it's profitable. I mean, I watch, this is a Lucky Brand one. This one's pretty cool. Got this little surfer guy on it. This one sold for $16.28 plus $8.99. So that's like the 27, something like that, 26, 25. And yeah, that's pretty good sale. But it's kind of embarrassing, right? Like 16 plus shipping is a pretty good sale, but it kind of is. When you're selling this much, like 37 sales, like sometimes that's every day. So it's like it'd be nice to have 5 sales that reach $700, but sometimes some businesses don't work that way. It's hard to find that stuff, but it's out there. I know some people that find some good stuff. All right. And I'm a little all over the place. I think it's because the tea. You mentioned the tea in here. Did you say Lipton 50 cents? Drinks in Philadelphia are saying you probably pay over $2 for Lipton or Monster, almost $5. The Monsters are $2.79 right now at the grocery store, but one grocery store in town has 3 for $6. That's the best deal, $2 for Monster. This is the big pack. It's the 18 pack from Walmart. Aldi's has the 18 pack for $5. Walmart, it's like $6 and change. So these are the Walmart ones. Because I don't think Aldi's has the mixed berry all the time because they get stuff randomly, You kind of you're at the mercy of whatever truck they got that day for the goods. But Aldi's does have pretty good deal on fruits and vegetables, and they also have good deal on grass-fed steaks. So I like getting those. This is a Murano. This is the Beard McNutt linen shirt. It's this pinkish purple color. This sold for $20. See, I can kind of survive with all these basic items and just sell a bunch of them. But you do got to find some good ones every now and then. And occasionally I do, Philadelphia, huh? Lisa says, this year I've started utilizing 2 different pickers that I buy from. Has been a good business decision in that I've saved me a lot of time and money involved looking for items. That is the Golden Goose. You guys watch King of the Hill? There's an episode where Buck Strickland, which is Hank Hill's boss at Strickland Propane, he calls Hank the Golden Goose. And it shows Hank like applying for that job and as like a young guy. And he's been the same type of way, just like the best worker you could have, but almost like too by the book to a fault. And I love the interactions between those 2 characters. But yeah, if you find somebody who can source items for you at like a profitable rate, meaning they're finding stuff that is good enough, either they're finding it cheap and you're only paying them a little bit, or they're finding good stuff and then you're, paying maybe $10 for a $50 item. Like that's a good deal. That is a good thing to find. Very difficult because not a lot of people know what to buy. And then the ones that do sell them themselves. So it's like the chicken or the egg, right? You bought a golf cart charger last night for $8, sold it in 20 minutes for $100. What a perfectly timed find and sale for the golf season, man. Congrats. I got a golf charger sent to me. I actually need to list it on eBay myself. I had to make a video talking about the golf charger, and I had to find a golf cart that had that charger. So I had to drive to 3 different places to find that golf cart. And then when I got there, they're just like, what do you want? They're like, can I help you? And I'm like, can I shoot a video with your golf cart, please? And that's how that went. But yeah, they're pretty expensive. I think brand new, this one is like, actually think a reasonable price, and it was like $160 or $150, something like that. So yeah, golf anything right now is really good. I mean, Dallas is like, I wouldn't say it's a golf mecca, but it's pretty big time with golf. So we got a lot of players out here, a lot of pros. There's just a lot of money, right? Golf's kind of that money sport. So Veronica, hey, you love watching the videos. Thank you for the great content. I've learned a lot from them. Take care and best wishes. Thank you, Veronica. We appreciate people like you that watch the channel. Makes me happy. Makes me really happy. Damn it, Bobby. Yep. Dude, King of the Hill, man. I found out there's like I mean, I guess I could watch on Hulu on my phone, but there's like a YouTube channel that plays them. And I'm always on YouTube. So like seeing those episodes, like there's so many memorable ones. A lot of life lessons, you know. A lot of good ones. This is the FootJoy thermal base layer shirt. This sold for about 25 bucks. I've sold this probably 5 times before. It's a good one. It's a consistent one, you know. Like it's definitely gonna sell. Ground Advantage. Man, Ground Advantage. Can we thank them enough? And then there's the cubic shipping rate. That's always good too. Let's pack it up, man. But yeah, we're almost through. I'm so glad I saved the live. We were going to be done at like the 15-minute mark. But we're at 19%, guys. We are climbing. What a relief, man. I really need to get that Thunderbolt charger, though. I think the Apple one's super expensive. And then someone said you need to get another charger for your computer. But like, the thing about, that's another thing. Having an office, you got to have 2 of everything pretty much. Or else you got to constantly transport. Like I take my main laptop, not the ThinkPad that I showed you, but that's the shipping one for here. But my main laptop, I take it home every day. And that increases the chance of like, you know, damage. But yeah, you kind of have to have 2 of everything. So got the refrigerator here. And it's just little stuff too, man. But yeah, I got to figure it out. Once I get that Thunderbolt, I'll have like 2 computer stations set up. And I'll still have to transport the laptop because this laptop was $3,000. So I'm not buying another laptop for like probably 5 years. And hopefully at that time I can still use this one, you know. I'm sure I could. And maybe have it as like my office one. But see, then it comes to video files. Like the video files are there. There's just a lot of things to think about when you're doing, you know, multiple things with content and like eBay and all that stuff. And I had a friend of mine, she's kind of talking me into Poshmark. So I've been really thinking about Poshmark. I've been really thinking about women's items. There just seems to be a lot of money there. I feel like the learning curve for me is going to be very difficult. But could show off a pair of women's jeans. Are there a lot of women watching? If there's a woman watching, raise your hand. We got Samantha here, but I'm curious how many others are there. Hi, Sean. Happy Thursday. Do keyword only count? Keywords only count if they are in the item's title on eBay. I've seen other people have a list of keywords in the description. How often do you utilize keywords? I try to make the strongest title possible with whatever keywords are involved in the shirt. Like for this one, it would be like short sleeve shirt, acid wash, black, baggy, oversized. I would try to put all that in the title. And then as far as like the drop down, I wouldn't put any in there. That's just me. Now, is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know. I just know that my stuff sells still and I don't bother with it because it takes a lot of time. And then when I sell similar off of it, if I sell similar off of it, then basically I have to delete those. So if I have like a stripped down one, now this is kind of where it goes to people saying you need to do templates and stuff. And I haven't made the templates. People have told me about it. I have not messed with it, but templates, you know, are kind of thing. All right. So we had a couple women come in here, raised hands. We got hanging trends, blossoms here. And then Rain, which we talked to earlier, Blue Diva, and then Veronica. Okay. So that's plenty of women. I'll show you these 3 pairs of jeans or pants and jeans. So we'll start with this one. This is, it's the Free People, right? We the Free. It's just like a pair of jeans. And yeah. So there's like this. This is a good seller, right? And I'm going to throw it up there. Then we got this pair of pants. This is, I don't even know how to pronounce it. You guys let me know if you've seen it before. Can I not do this right? Okay. This tag. And it's kind of fancy. So like some green pants here. That reminds me of Thrift of Life. You guys watch Thrift of Life? He'd always be like this with his like, like showing off the clothes. And I was like, dude, it just kind of feels weird and it kind of looks weird. So yeah, another good pair of pants. And then we've got this pair of pants. This has got like the stars on the butt. And this is another like Free People. So like this is a pretty desirable one. If you guys know about all that, then yeah. So like that's a really good like 3 items. And the reason I'm throwing them up there is because Randy, we've been doing men's clothes, right? And with the men's jeans, we only do waist and inseam, but I need to explain to her with women's, we need to have the rise and probably leg opening. If you guys sell women's jeans, let me know how many measurements do you do, but I think 4 is a good minimum for that. But yeah, that is, that was for the ladies. That was for the ladies in the chat. So I hope you guys appreciated that little showcase of women's jeans. But yeah, so my friend was saying you need to check out Poshmark because those jeans probably sell for more money on Poshmark than eBay. And then I get back to the whole thing of like cross listing. Now, the big caveat with me and my situation being, you know, on YouTube and stuff like that is I'm pretty sure I can get one of the sponsors for the cross listing stuff. And not like you guys need to sign up for me to make money, but like just me talking about them can make some money. So then it's like, I add one more process of another platform. And I think I did the math because I did try Vendu, and I think Vendu is a good one with the auto delist. I tried them and it took 25 seconds to cross list my listing from eBay to Posh, right? And then I think there's a couple services that does the sharing and all that stuff. So I think if I start picking up enough women's clothes, I may just do a women's Poshmark closet, but still have them on eBay. Let me know. That's a good idea. Let me know if you sell on Poshmark. Let me know if that's crazy, if it's a waste of time. I don't know. Let's see. So we've got Jojo is also here. Miss Lachey says, get to work, stop goofing around. Hey, we're actually almost done. We've got a couple more to pack and we're only an hour in. So typically on the weekends, these take like 2 hours. So we're on pace. That's a good brand. Thank you. And then the Legency. La Gents. We'll go with Legends. David says, hi, do you also promote your listings too? Yes. I am friends with Mike from Canon Resell, and he convinced me to try it. He kept saying it for months and months and months. Now, I never used to promote anything, and then he said, hey, do 10% across the board. Just do it for a couple months, and you'll see a difference. There's definitely a difference. Yes, you do have to pay for the promoteds, but you definitely it pays off. Like you get more sales, right? So yeah, I do 10% across the board. If anybody is liking an item or like, you know, it shows send offers to these watchers. If it's under $30, I send 30%. And then if it's over $30, I send 10% of like a more of an offer. So I do that at least 2 to 3 times a day. Like anytime it's over like 50 on the send to watchers, I usually send it at that point. But yes, we promote. And this is a cinched long sleeve button shirt. It's solid gray, but it was new with tag. This sold for $30. Miss Lachey, stop it. Stop it. She says, I look very handsome today. I know you like your compliments. So, okay. Yeah, of course I do. I did not put the beard oil in today. I woke up kind of late. I went to bed at 11 and I was going to wake up at 6 to hit the elliptical machine. Or no, the recumbent bike, not the elliptical, recumbent bike. Right when I went to bed at 11, my son was screaming. So then my wife didn't get him right away like she normally does. I guess she took some NyQuil because she's had a strep. And then I was like, are you going to wake up and get him? And she was just like, I'm sorry, I was like asleep. And so she went and got him. And then because I just went to bed. And then at 3 o'clock, my son was screaming again. So the second time he wakes up, I typically get up. He's, what is he? He's born in November. So I don't know if he's 15 months old. And I get him the second time. Well, the second time was at 3 a.m. and he had a complete blowout on his diaper, like poop on the back. And I was like, we have it dimly lit where we change him and stuff. And I did not see or smell the poop, I guess. I don't know how I didn't smell the poop. And I pulled the diaper without like cleaning him up with the diaper and then getting a wipe. I just was thinking it was just a pee diaper or something. And like, it was a nightmare. I yelled to my wife. I said, help, help. And then she came was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, it's the poop. He had it because he'll scratch and stuff. Anyway, so then I didn't wake up at 6. I woke up at 6:45. I had to take him to daycare because my wife had a meeting this morning, and then I didn't put the beard oil in. So I appreciate you the compliment, but I'm not at my highest I could be. I'm close. Great finds, thank you. I do waist, rise, inseam, leg opening for both men's and women's. That's good. And I think I've done that in the past. I used to, but I told Randy she only had to do the waist and inseam for men's. But yeah, maybe I'll just have her do it across the board because I'm all about speed on that, So sometimes she only takes 6 photos for each item, and she can pump out like a lot of photos. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But yeah, crazy kind of morning, and that's what happens when you have like a little baby, things like that. Blossom says, I just do waist, rise, and inseam, but I'm thinking about hip measurements because I get that requested a lot. Hip measurements is one, but see, for me, I don't know exactly like which part of the hip they mean. And there is a thing you can Google to find out, I guess, but that is one of the reasons why I didn't really do that. So we got we ended up getting 3 more sales while we were shipping. Here's a pair of 511 Tacticals. This is the black one, and it does have like that kind of rope thing in the back. And this sold for $30 as well. Let's see. Blue Diva says she does the waist. Oh, no. Just right-click something. She says, I do the waist, length, inseam, and hem opening. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Pretty good. I like the T-shirt you're wearing. What is it? This one is, if you look on Amazon, there's a couple different ones. Let me see if I can hook you up real quick. I can hook you up with the name of this shirt, and that is text link. Go ahead and check it out. That is for Edward. I put it in the chat. Waist inseam. Those 4 in order are standard for all pants. Very nice, Brandon. That seems to be the general consensus on what to do for the jeans. So maybe I'll put that back in play. I honestly got away from jeans. The prices went up on jeans, but there's still some good money out there. And when it's off season, it seems like things are always like winter stuff might be cheaper just because it's the off season for the clothes. All right. And then we have, so now that I'm not worried about my laptop dying, we're going to go back to packing the Canon thing. And let's see. Yeah, print this label. I'm trying not to make any mistakes. There's too many things going on with the workstation because I had to kind of improv it. Okay. I do very well on Posh. Hanging Trends says. That's good. Good to hear. I may give them a try, man. I feel like they're all over the place with like just their business in general. But that's kind of what happens. I mean, you kind of got to like adjust and make things happen. Men's big and tall sell well for me on Posh too. Okay. Like tops and stuff. You ever hit flea markets in Dallas? I've been to them a couple times. I've got a friend. You may know him. It's Fernando. He is a vintage guy. He pretty much grew up there. And he showed me around one of them. And he's I think he's like early 40s maybe. And for me, the best day to go is Saturday morning. So that means I'd have to devote like 2.5 hours driving Saturday morning, shop for like 2-3 hours, and then come all the way back. So it's pretty much burning a whole Saturday just for some cheaper inventory. But I'd rather just pay up and do the routes kind of that I have during the week because I don't like missing Saturdays with my son and my wife, you know. It's just too much. Like this Saturday, my dad and I are actually going to cut some trees. Well, we're going to trim up some trees at my mother-in-law's house. And I'm really excited about that. I love tree work. I love splitting wood. So like, you know, with the maul and just an axe or whatever, split wood. I like doing that. And I like having fires and that type of stuff. I like mowing lawns. So those are some things that I enjoy to do. I know some people may say that's pretty simple and boring, but that's me. That's what you get. Seems like on Posh live selling is doing well. Would you ever consider that? live selling for me, as much as I do the lives here on YouTube, live selling takes like some extra like amp to get going. Like it's really, you kind of got to be a more of a character. I guess you could kind of do it casually, but I think they're too slow and too boring. I think you got to have, either have to have it built into you naturally, or just you have to be able to turn it on. And whenever I do like some live stuff, it's like I feel drained afterwards, you know? I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I would want to. I primarily sell you're a Poshmark seller. I sold both of the jean brands that I showed. I do waist to rise inseam. If it is straight wide flare leg, then the leg opening. Okay, so if it's bigger. They sell for more money on Posh than eBay. That's a pretty big factor to consider. I mean, if you get like $30 more or even like $20 more, that's a pretty big deal. Razor. 4%. No, 4. I said 4 because you're 4. No, it's 10% on eBay. 10%. Certain pants, especially high value, super high rise, tiny waist with wide hips, etc. Those can justify taking a hip thigh with deep pocket measurements. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you must be more of a pro, man, because I'm not taking all those. How many photos does she do per hour? I don't really know. In like a 5-hour shift, when I get the phone back, it could be anywhere from like 500 to 600 photos in 5 hours. So, but she also buttons the buttons and detags and stuff like that, and separates for like wash. So kind of just depends. I need me a Randy. I hate taking photos. Worst part of me. It's tough. I interviewed, I think like 12 or 20 people. Some people didn't respond to him, but like I tried the Indeed route, didn't work. I saw Randy at a retail store and I asked if she needed any more hours, and she said, yeah. And then I told her to watch my video on YouTube on how to do it. She came to work and pretty much knew how to do the job. I had little like pieces of paper with like the orders of photos for like button ups and different things. She knew how to do it right away. And then every time I've told her like something new, she just like gets it. So very, very valuable to the business. Time to use the truck. Yeah, and see, my dad's got a really nice truck, and he likes using his. So we'll probably ride with his. He has like a $75,000 truck. It's nice, man. It is nice. I think you would do great live selling, Sean. Thank you, Rain. The biggest problem with that is I don't get a lot of stuff. So I think for the live shows, I would imagine you would need probably like 40 to 60 pieces. Maybe you can do less, but I have a hard time getting items. So I have to like, yeah, I'd have to figure that out, I think. And then you got to get them cheap enough and like curate the show to the certain buyers, I think. You wouldn't want to have a bunch of random stuff like I kind of have, which I could do like a men's casual button up like show, I guess. I think that could do pretty well. But yeah. All right. Back to packing the camera. This is the Nikon. Let's go back to the sale here. This is the Nikon camera body, recommended by J Ride Flips to pick up, because I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, yo, should I buy this camera? Don't do that to people too often, but like I did it to him the one time, and it was $61.60 plus shipping. So it worked. It worked. So got to give him his props for that. I had the box here. There we go. And you know what? I may be able to take you guys with me, because I got a couple more to pull. So I think I can take the phone, but I wouldn't have the mic though. I couldn't take the mic too. So disregard. Okay. So we got it in the box. It's about halfway down. So of course the scissors aren't in here. Usually they're right here by Randy's photo station. Man, I'm going to tear it. Looks pretty shoddy. That's okay though. Let's see. Look at the fee difference from Poshmark to eBay. Poshmark is 20%. I sell men's really well on eBay, but women's is the best for Poshmark. Nice. Yeah, I think I may take a look, because if I can get the money from Vendu and like and make more money on some of the women's items, then maybe it's probably worth doing, I would think. This looks like a caveman boxed it. Well, it looks like caveman teeth, kind of. Do we even know what cavemen look like? Does anyone have an idea on that? I'm not sure. Wait, 600 items or 600 total photos? Kind of confused. Well, come on now. You think it was 600 items? I mean, that'd be crazy. It's 600 photos, right? So, you know, anywhere from like 450 to 600 possibly is probably where she's at. And then, like I said, she's got to prep the stuff too. And she takes breaks and stuff. Like I said, we got the cheese sticks rolling here at the office. She can take phone calls and things like that. I'm not like a crazy boss that, you know, hey, you're not working this minute. Let's go. Like, got to keep the lights on. I will never say that to anybody. Never. Maybe my son, but no. No, I wouldn't do it. Okay, so we're just going to get some tape slapped up on here, like so. Brendan says, if you were to get $100 plus Jinko's Fubu Paco Ponts with super deep pockets nearly down to the knees, one extra measurement could double the value. Well, good to know. I mean, I didn't know people really wanted to know that, but that's interesting. Pays to be very, you know, deep in the niche and like what you're doing. Cause yeah, that's a pretty good tip, man. I just don't like, man, I hate saying it like this, but like, I just do eBay to pay like my bills. And then the other businesses I'm building is like kind of the stuff I'm really focused on. So like, I've learned about as much as I care to on eBay. Like, I'm not trying to get 10,000 items in the store, whatever, you know, I'm just kind of like at peace with where I'm at with the business. And I don't know. It's almost like close enough's good enough on a lot of this stuff, which I wouldn't recommend if you're starting out. If you're starting out, you want to kind of immerse yourself with it. But eventually you'll just want to, I don't know. I've got to the point where I just kind of want to, you know, make like 60, 70,000 and then just make another 60 or 70 doing something else. You know, that's kind of how I see it. All right. But that's cool to know, man. Very cool. Thank you for that. You using Vendu over auto posture? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even have it set up, man. I'd have to actually set everything up and then decide how I want to go about it. So I don't know. But Vendu, I'm saying Vendu would pay me, right? People pay for people that talk about them if you get a lot of views. So that would be the main reason for Poshmark. You know, yeah, it'd be nice to make more money on the items, but it's mainly to get that sweet sponsor money. And it would have to work too, though. It would definitely, it has to work, right? You can't, it's disingenuous to sponsor somebody and then their stuff doesn't work. Like, that's not good. And then I know some people may be like, well, you sponsor Temu and they're terrible. Well, guess what? The products I've got from Temu have done just fine. There was one product that wasn't good, and I told them I wasn't going to talk about it. I said, I'm not talking about this. I don't care if you gave it to me for free. It's not a good product. So they're like, all right, whatever. They really don't care. They're a pretty big company, man. They're kind of taking over. People just like cheap and new sometimes. Okay. I'm using Pirate Ship to get rates on this box. I did the thing the guy told me to. He said to get the priority box, put it inside a bag. Not the best, but I've done it for VCRs in the past. And it's only $8.18. So it would have been $15.55 or something. Yeah, not the best advice, but hey, we're living on the edge here. All brought to you by Lipton Green Mixed Berry Tea. They caused this. They did this. Let's see. This guy's last name is Gabe Hart. That's pretty wild. Mr. Gabe Hart, your order is up. Big phones, small pockets, cracked phones. Yeah, and when those pants that you talked about, all I can think about was that guy that was rollerblading and he had the PlayStation 1s in his back pockets and he had like the flame button-up shirt. That's all I can think about with those types of jeans. Yeah, I'm a case guy. I have my phone in the OtterBox commuter case. I do not go caseless. When I see somebody caseless, I always kind of give them a look. I'm like, you're either the coolest person on the planet or the most insane person on the planet. LOL. I bought some good stuff from Temu. Only one item didn't really work. Yeah. And it's kind of like, well, what items are you picking from that site, right? Like if you're trying to pick, I don't know, like I wouldn't buy a drill from Temu, but I would buy a speed square from Temu if they had it. That's kind of like my Harbor Freight analogy with Temu. That's just how it would go. Mail fraud is not good. Shh. I've read the rules on it. It's not form fitting around the box. It's a box inside a bag. That is what they said. That is what I did. 47 people, 49 people, a lot of people watching, hour 20 in the live. If you guys want to go silent for the next little bit, I can pick the next couple items. I want to make this as painless as possible, but then you guys can get a good shot of the office. If you guys are down for that, let me know. I'm going to write down on a sticky note which ones to pull so I don't got to like get lost in like which ones I'm pulling. Inglewood Deal says do it, but I'm actually not considering your comment because of the mail fraud comment. So anybody else think it's a good idea to, like, you just won't hear me talk, which is annoying, but I got 3 more to pack up, man. And we need to get it done. And then we're going to go get some lunch. This Chinese restaurant, it's like a buffet restaurant. They have a sushi section, and it's $8.99 for sushi. And it's actually cheaper than the grocery store sushi, and I believe it's exactly the same as the grocery store sushi. Grocery store sushi. Tongue twister. Okay. Veronica says do it. That's all I needed. I just needed one of the women that was watching to say go for it, to go for it. Inglewood Deal says it's a joke. Done it plenty of times. I'm telling on you. Okay. Actually, I wonder how the mic will work. Let's just see. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? I think so. All right, we're gonna back it up. So we got to pick these items, and yeah, you can check out the warehouse and the fridge and stuff. Let's go check it out. Get the lights first. All right, that wasn't so bad, right? Did you guys get a good idea of what just happened? So, anyway, that was picking 3 items, and you saw how long that took, right? Like, and if you guys weren't there, I wouldn't even have turned the light on. I would have just grabbed it in the dark. But my charger for my phone fell, so we're gonna bend down and pick that up. Oh, I don't know if I can reach it though. Let's see if I can reach it. Got it. Okay. Got to keep everything charged. There we go. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And Inglewood Deal says, nice, man. I love the setup. Feels so organized compared to my setup. Yeah, and that's a huge thing when you do the same type of stuff. Took me 5 tries to get my like to show up. Oh, man. Well, hopefully you got 5 likes out of it. I don't know. So basically, when I'm pulling by myself, I have my phone on that black cart y'all saw. I have my phone on it, and the custom SKUs are in order, and I just go on down the line. It's very quick. The only way it's faster is when Randy's at that computer. I don't know if you saw the iMac that was sitting there to the side. She'll be there, and she'll read them off, and then if there's like some in a row, she'll read 2 in a row so that I can grab in the same box or the box next to it. And I'm telling you, it's extremely fast. Like shipping, I mean, we're at 1 hour, 25 minutes. It took me like 15 minutes to set up the live. I would have been done in like, I don't know, just very fast. So these were, this one's Dakota Grizzly. This is a terrible brand, sold for $11 shipped. Wouldn't recommend buying it. I thought it was good for some reason. I think I was just trying it. Brooks Brothers Advantage Chino shorts. These are $25 shorts. Or wait, 25. Yeah, about $25. 16 plus 9. They're size 42. And then we've got a Brooks Brothers shirt. Now, Brooks Brothers big and tall sizes actually are pretty good. I don't know if I haven't seen a lot of them or if I just wasn't picking them up, but this one sold for $17.50 plus 9. So I'm willing to pay $9 for that, which is extremely high, but it's right in the range of like the money that I'm okay making. And a lot of times people will buy multiple button-ups because they want to like fill out their wardrobe and then they get the shipping, the deal or whatever. Laura popping in. Finally made a live. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. We're not going to be live like for another hour. We're going to be live for a little while longer, but hopefully you can enjoy, get some questions answered if you have any, hang out, maybe get your own work done. I hope a lot of people are out there getting their photos done and their listings or shipping. Do you guys listen to stuff while you list on the computer? My favorite pastime is calling a friend and then having them talk about whatever while I list. And I can cruise pretty fast through it. Now it's weird when I'm picking orders, I can't really talk on the phone. For some reason, like thinking about the 5-digit number for the SKU and then going through, if I'm on the phone, like I'll constantly forget, even with the phone right in front of my face. It's probably like a brain deficiency or something, but I just can't. It's like the synapses just don't work, man. We'll pack up the Dakota Grizz. Yeah, I guess this is a pretty good shirt. It's definitely like it's a baggy shirt. I do like that they made the crew neckline thicker. So a lot of shirts, modern shirts. Oh, we got another sale. Oh man, we're gonna have to go back there and grab it. I don't know. I'd almost rather just run back there because if you guys just saw me go back there. A pair of Lululemon shorts sold, men's chino shorts. $33.16 plus $8.99 shipping. That's some good money for some chino shorts. But those typically are like $20 at my stores. Sometimes they're on sale or like people don't price them correct. It's crazy. Some of the best stores, they do manual pricing. And then there's like the Goodwills that just price it based on what it is. But the ones that manually price, they'll put Lululemon at $20 every day of the week. And that stinks. But I mean, it's sold for 45. So. And I've got one pair, and it's a pretty nice pair. Dang it. I'm on this keyboard. So that was good. But yeah, that just sold. So it's good to have sales, right? Feels good. But yeah, summer slowdown, not so much in the clothing category. I don't know if it's just me, if it's the promoting listings, if it's taken. I mean, I send offers out every day. I remember I was listening to, it was when Profit Monsters, Drew and Joey Bada Bing were going to see Harry Tornado a couple years back, probably like 3 or 4 years back now. And Drew was driving because he's obviously more responsible than Joey, but they're driving to go see him. And then Joey was like, dude, you haven't sent out any offers. You have like over 200 people like that you could send offers out to. And I thought that was insane because with eBay, I think when someone's hovering over it or if they're looking at your item for too long, it shows up as like a watcher or whatever, or maybe just somebody who you could send an offer to. I don't know what triggers that. And the thing about it is, if they're hovering over it and they're looking at multiple ones and they're going through the photos, if you snap them an offer of like 25 or 30% off, they may just buy it right then and there. But you have to catch them in that window. So, Joey was sending offers and then Drew was like converting sales and they were like cheering every time that it happened. So that was pretty hilarious. And Drew's uploading content again, much like a lot of Josh, who I had on a couple weeks ago. They're putting content out. So it's pretty cool. Here's some old voices on the tube. All right, there we go. Yeah, Jared, I ended up taking my my ThinkPad, that's my shipping station, taking it off of the Thunderbolt, putting my MacBook that's running the stream with OBS on the Thunderbolt, and then I had to reconnect all the USBs to get it to work for the shipping. But we made it. I was not going to stop this. Somebody mentioned that. They were like, problem solving, and I was like, yeah, I can solve this. But running Yahoo. I've learned so much from you. The latest in your photo setup. I was laying items on the floor and just switched to the slanted lay. Much better. Dude, I don't know if I could even hire somebody to list on the floor. Like, I mean, it's a big deal. And with Randy, she's 5 foot, like 2 or 3. So we even had to do it a little lower for her. But yeah, she loves it, man. I mean, it's a breeze, you know. She even puts the shirt on and then buttons the shirt right there, you know, because it's just like, it's convenient to stand. That's why people have like standing desks and stuff. Jared, we're still on here. Yes, we are still on here. I send like 3 or 4 offers out 3 or 4 times a day. Yeah, about the same. I love that. That's cool. Yeah, I had to save the live, man. We got 55 people. We're going to see how many likes we got on it. I think we got a couple. Concurrent viewers, views, activity. Oh, I'd have to pull the YouTube one up, but yeah, whatever, man. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I did sell similar off one of your shirts, and you sent me an offer, laugh out loud. So definitely hovering over causes the 0 watchers show on the offers list. Yeah, I mean, and I wonder, I was actually talking to somebody like, is it bad to have the store link on there? Because nobody buys from my store. I've had probably like maybe less than 5 people buy stuff from my store that are viewers. And I have 3,000 of you, probably you guys following the channel or the store. And I wonder if it does hurt the metrics or not. So I was going to change the name of the store, but it won't change the URL. So the URL will always show up as whatever eBay / Taylor Exchange. So if you Google Taylor Exchange, you're going to find the store. But I was like, maybe having that link so accessible is hurting my metrics. But honestly, I don't care, because then a lot of you guys will be like, hey, where's the link? Where's the link? And I'd rather just have it available. If that many people want it, then, you know. I got an offer on a men's pair of Madewell jeans. Now, these are a size 40, but the inseam's super short. And I had them listed at, they're down to $25.72 plus shipping, but somebody offered $15. Now, would you accept that, $15? I can tell you I didn't pay $10 for the jeans. I probably paid either 5 or 8. So I'm going to go to my eBay calculator. Veronica with the update. Thank you, Veronica. 29 likes with 57 people. That means there's only 28 people that don't like me that are watching. That's cool, though. That's cool. Okay, so we got the eBay calculator. I'm going to bring it up. eBay fee calculator. You guys can't see this, but I'm going to put $15. And I just started finding some Madewell jeans in men's. Item cost, let's just put 8. And then shipping cost, let's see. I don't know how much it'll ship. It'll probably be at least $6, maybe 7. 31 likes now, says Veronica. Yeah, just keep talking about it and it'll happen. All right. So a net profit of $6.39 if the shipping cost is 6. So if the shipping cost is 7, that changes like another $1. And then the item cost may have been 6. It may have been $5.99. So that'd be another $7.39. So it's like, do you take the $6 and change profit on the jeans, or do you say, I'm gonna get that $25? Now I'll tell you this: there's probably somebody out there that would spend 20 plus shipping, and then that would get me closer to, you know, $11, $12 profit instead of 6. But I accept it. You know, that's kind of where I'm at. Part of the reason, one, I don't pick up a lot of men's Madewell, so I'm not sure exactly if I'm accurate with my pricing. I don't know if the market for Madewell is $30, $40 for men's. It may be $25. That may be the market for Madewell jeans. And it's a size 40, 36. Now, if this was a size 34, 34, I would not accept it. And it would probably be priced higher. But because it's a weird size, because, you know, it's a good use case scenario, since we're on the live and we can like talk out the thinking. I think a lot of people on one of my recent sourcing videos, they liked me explaining how I determine whether or not I buy an item, with condition, brand, sizing, color, cost, all that stuff. I think that's something that people have a harder time figuring out when they first start. Like all those questions. And I'll tell you this, when I used to go on those sourcing trips, not only is it a long day, it's also a lot of decisions. So there is such thing called decision fatigue. And it's kind of like that brain fog you get when you've had to make so many decisions. And it's kind of like a muscle, it's something you got to like get used to doing. And with the reselling at like such tight margins, because tell me, if someone sent like a $10 offer and you accept, you probably lose money. So it's like you have to be very dialed in on the numbers in order to stay profitable. And that's why total sales, the pure profit is 35%. And that's kind of where I'm at. And if you don't know your numbers and you don't use that calculator enough, then when you're out in the, away from your computer, unless you want to use the desktop on your phone, which I don't know which barbarians still, do that. But I don't know if they have an app for the eBay sales calculator. It'd be cool if they did. They probably do. I'd have to look. But yeah, you got to know that decision on the fly, because sometimes if you wait to accept that offer, some people will not pay for it. It'll say waiting for payment because they already bought another pair. Even though they sent out 10 offers, they only bought one. But yeah, so the conventional wisdom is if your items gets viewed, click through, but not purchased, that's damaging. I think so. I think eBay only has so many resources to show your items to so many people or give it so many chances to be seen by people. And I think that's just how it works. I think once you get to a certain cap of views, that's it for that size of store that day, for whatever way they do it. I do believe that to be the case. And the reason I say that is because when I list consistent, same price, same items, my sales are very steady. We're at like 19.5 for the last 30 days. And every day is pretty similar. Some days will spike up. Very few days are low. Everything is pretty standard. And the impressions and the views, all that stuff is kind of standard. So I do think there is something to that restyle secrets. How long have you had it and how many views in 30 days? How long have I had the jeans? I don't know. They're sold. I don't look at that. So when I first started selling, I used to look at the views, how many people are watching. I used to care about that a lot. I don't know why, but within like 6 months, I stopped looking at it. I didn't care unless it was like a high dollar item. But even now, I don't look at it at all. Like I got other things I got to do. If it sells, it sells. If they send an offer, they send an offer. At the end of 30 days, the oldest items in my store get dropped down 5%. So within, or not every 30 days, every day, the lowest items get dropped. So every month, my entire store drops 5%. So it drops, send offers, things sell fast. That's how I'm doing. I'm turning burning. I'm not waiting for the money. If something is truly expensive, I'll wait. But on some Madewell jeans, if the difference is $6 and $12 profit, I'll take the 6 all day long, because the 6 is it's here and now. The 12 could be in 5 months, Do you do drafts, schedule listings? Is there an advantage doing either way? I don't think there's an advantage to do either way. I think when you draft it out, it's good to see all of the SKUs to make sure you didn't mess up. I think that's important. But as far as like list one after another and then list them all at once, I don't think it matters. The offered item, that's how I decide. Yeah. So I pretty much went over that. Would you be willing to do a podcast with Anderson Jacks? Man, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I don't know. You're talking about Jackson? Are you talking about Jackson, dude? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I don't know if his heart's still in the game. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if his heart's still in the game. The jeans. Yes, we talked about the jeans. They're sold. How many total listings do you have? Great question. Let's find out. I know it's gone down. I had 5,200 items when I moved in here, and that was in, I think it was May. What is? No, it's May now. That would have been in March 1st. So we've been selling like crazy though, because I started promoting around that time. We're at 3,500 listings, 3,538. So we're going to get to a point where we're going to list and sell about the same. Right now, we're selling more than we're listing. I've dropped my listings down to 20 a day when it used to be 35. Used to be 30, then it was 35, and then it all changed when I had my son. My son changed everything. I got an employee and everything changed. Shady Squirtle says, do you have recommendations on percentage you should promote your clothing at? I typically just do 9%. I'm new to selling clothes. I talked about this earlier. K&M Resale, he's a buddy of mine, Mike. He told me he did 10%. It helped his sales, so I copied. Yeah, I listened to him and I went for 10%. So it seems to be working. But yeah, you definitely pay that fee. I mean, it's not like that's not there. But I sold more to make it worth the justifying. Have you thought about expanding to Amazon? Honestly, no. I mean, you guys are in the area where all the stuff's at. Like, I'm not in the area where all the stuff's at. So I think in order to expand to like other platforms, to really grow a reselling business, being in the heart of a city helps. You know, I think there's ways to do it, ordering supplies and products, but it's just not, I think you're more of a staring at screens and like managing shipments and things. I'm just not into that. Like, I want to do more like content stuff. Not even just YouTube, but like there's other ways to make money, affiliate marketing ways, and TikTok Shop, for example. You could put, there's a guy, if you know TikTok Shop, I know a guy through YouTube who he made, I think, $54,000 in 2 months because he had a couple of viral videos on like $20 products and they sold a lot. And then he negotiated with the person with that product to get more money for the commission. So there's a lot of ways to make more money than reselling. But I do think Amazon's got its place. I don't think it's going nowhere. Turning your store every month is great advice. Dutch auction style works very well. Most resellers don't understand that. Awesome job, broski. I don't understand Dutch auction style. I've never heard of that. Maybe that's it. Just gradually lowering the price. Dang, it's 1:30, man. I got to get off here. I got to eat. This tea by Lipton has been good. Check out the mixed berry. I wish they would sponsor. There's no way they would, though. My top sponsors would be Monster Energy drinks and Copenhagen Wintergreen Long Cut. That would be my top sponsors, and I would love them till I died. That's what I would do. All right, last one. What's going on, brother? Dude, you're way late, man. How long did it take you to get to 20K a month or more? This is actually, I mean, I think last year I only had 1 month over 20K, and this year it's been happening the last couple months. So yeah, I guess it took me since 2019. So 5 years. That's your method of cutting prices, the Dutch method. Perfect. Looks like I'm a little Dutch. I got a little Dutch in me. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the screen. Hold on. Someone said NASCAR. I like a little NASCAR. You should be a NASCAR driver, not a reseller for those sponsors. Just show up with the shirt with all the patches of stuff. You're working in, it's pouring rain, and I'm in it. Good to have you. Hopefully the people coming in late will rewatch the whole live. We had a blast here. There was a couple technical difficulties, but we got through it. Super excited and grateful for each and every one of you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, this live probably made me like 20, 30 bucks. And that, it means a lot to me. It really does, because it helps. And hopefully I got some questions answered all in one big chunk, so I don't got to type out a bunch of answers all the time. But it's a blast coming on here, and it's a pleasure to have you guys watching the show. I truly mean that. I don't think I say it enough, because I mean, you sound like a broken record when you do, but it is a cool thing. So I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.